Yo, what's up, guys? Uh, I'm going to be watching my last gruul kill. And we'll watch Mulgore too, and then we can watch Mag if you guys want. So some people were interested in just like seeing some gameplay. I hope this isn't terrible. This is from my stream, so the quality's kind of dog shit, and I'll just kind of be talking over the stream. So let's go ahead and fast forward here. I did okay on this fight. It doesn't go too well for me because I rift threat and I have the ice block, which makes me lose my stacks in the middle of my cooldowns, and so my opener gets completely ruined. So it would be nice if we had better threat, but hey, that's the way she goes, you know. Maybe I should have waited a little bit longer on my cooldowns, but we had I think we lusted, so. This was the first week I was allowed to DPS instead of tank the ad. So normally I'm on ad tanking. But we got somebody else to do it this time around, which is really nice. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and fast track it to when the fight starts. Alright, so I guess we can talk a little bit about buffs and stuff before we go here. I'm using the split elixirs now instead of just a 65 int. I think the spirit is better for spirit definitely wins it over. And then the spell damage, like it's like this combo is actually better in my opinion for short and long duration fights. Ironically, the int, I think just a flat 65 int is better for medium fights. But that's like a whole thing. I don't want to get into that. That's like if it gave you enough mana to where you didn't have to evocate, then it was better. It's like pixelated quality is not good. I wonder if this is how my stream looks. Maybe I need to put some work into my stream better. Or maybe this is just how the recording looks, I don't know. So anyways, yeah, I'm arcane blasting here with my potion, my trinket. I had icy block there. Yeah, you know what? That actually got stunned. I'm pretty sure I didn't have to do that. But yeah, my burst got ruined. So I'm only doing 1.7, which is not good. You can see I kind of get back up here with my next icy veins. So now I'm at 2k. Yeah, I start hitting. I've never actually DPS this fight, so I start hitting the wrong ad. I realize I'm hitting the wrong ad, but I'm just like, well, I'm already over here, so I evocate. I'm kind of all over the place. I blinked twice now. That's a complete waste of mana. Yeah. I also think I just sunk one arcane blast into that target when it had the spell protection. Should have just like queued up a fireball or a frostbolt or something. I just cast mana shield? Why did I just cast mana shield? Oh, that's right. I got aggro of this ad. Yeah, I just lost like 3,000 mana for mana shielding right there. This is just not the greatest video to show you guys. Yeah. See, I had aggro of that ad because I attacked it earlier. Just all kinds of, you know, bad play. So yeah, now I'm when I shouldn't be at all. I shouldn't be at all, actually. Also, I thought this fight was gonna go a lot faster because I thought our group's DPS was gonna be better, but our group's DPS is actually like really bad. So I'm running like DPS trinkets and like a DPS gear for like more burst damage. So that definitely hurt the parse here. If I had been running more mana, like you can see how the weak aura is showing the violet eye here. That's not actually equipped. So I should probably change the weak aura to notice that that's actually equipped. I still did 1.2, but that should have been like 1.4, 1.5 easy. And if my guild's kill time was faster, you know, obviously it just shoots up, right? If the threat was better. I mean, there's a world where I could probably do like 2k DPS if we killed shit really, really fast, right? But alas, you know. I feel like one of the best parts about my shit is that if I show you guys videos or I talk about stuff, it's always going to come from a place of like an average guild, because I'm not in a good guild. You know, it's an okay guild. But it's not like, you know, we're not like apes or some crazy shit over here, right? Okay. Yeah, that was cool. I can show you the trash a little bit, I guess. I always pump on trash. I love arcane, dude. It's just so much fun all the time. The best part about trash is you can start DPSing pretty soon because arcane makes less threat. One of the things that's kind of annoying is the lightning capacitor trinket makes a lot of threat. So maybe I should get my hands on, if I get the mag trinket at some point, well actually that wouldn't really be helpful. I'm not really quite sure what else I could run for trash though, because it pumps. Like trash, you don't need the extra mana, so you can run damage trinkets and stuff, you know, because you can drink in between pools and stuff. Just to clear faster, I don't know, just for something to do, right? You don't have to ever change your gear constantly, but I'm starting to collect a gear set for short fights, long fights. Oh, by the way, guys, if anybody's watching, I lied about the Alchemist Stone trinket because I haven't been able to test it myself, but I went through the logs after someone mentioned it, and it is not affecting mana gem. So that's unfortunate. The trinket loses a decent chunk of its value. Goes from like, you know, 80 points to like 55 points or something like that. 50 points, somewhere around there. Which puts it at like equal to the Violet Eye for long fights. Which isn't bad. So technically still for super long fights, if you're going I would say Violet Eye and Alchemist Stone are still your best trinkets. But Alchemist Stone is now kind of a luxury because how difficult it is to make, and you have to get up basically Spellfire or Enchanting to get it. So I don't think it's necessarily 100% mandatory. And moving forward, we'll have to see how the math works out on all of this stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to look at some things. I know that Leatherworking has the drums. I haven't really looked at that too much. So, but I will be probably dumping tailoring at some point here, probably before phase 2. But I have to collect all the best. So, let me just fast forward the gruul. You guys don't care about trash. Oh yeah, like this is the kind of shit I have to deal with, right? So you've got idiots out here, right? They don't know how the game works. That guy, so like watch, that guy gets charged because, so right there, I die because of lightning capacitor. This is a great example of how lightning capacitor gets me killed. So I'm targeting him. I turn. The initial arcane blast doesn't rip through it, but you somewhere in here you can't see it. Lightning bolt. Boom. The extra number that pulls threat. Whack. Dead mage. So lightning capacitor can get you killed all the time. It's a very high threat table for some reason. Just from what I've noticed. Okay, we kill all the trash. I have to rebuff up. I have to improve Ant Magic the whole raid. They're literally just waiting for me for like 5 minutes. This is all me right here. I have to make a new mana emerald. I'm laughing because they're laughing because my mana pool takes a year to get back. I switch out the gear. I make sure I have Violet Eye on. Make sure I put my mana shoulders on. I'm starting to collect gear now for long, short fights. And here we go. So my goal is I want to stand next to the shaman here. Because I want the totems permanently, and this is about where the spot is. So you can see I'm kind of looking around, making sure I'm next to our totems here. It's always good to memorize the shaman in your group and to actually pay attention to the names on totems. I know it sounds crazy, but here we go. Bloodlust, Icy Veins, Arcane Power, Arcane Blast spamming. Going to town. I had to invis there because I was going to pull through it. Let's see if that wasn't actually necessary invis. Let's see. It was getting close. I probably could have delayed it longer, honestly. So that was kind of a waste of a global there and mana. Yeah, I could have probably chilled out. I just don't want to like potentially be the reason like a wipe happens, right? Because if I surpass the second tank, then I think it means that like a random melee could get the hatefuls, right? That's what I was told. Sorry. Okay. Ground slam. I kind of looked for a somewhat clear area to blink. He saw that I blinked. That was nice. He moved over. Also, this puts me back next to my Totem of Wrath. This Totem of Wrath is my only marker. Like, this is all I care about, right? This totem. I try to stay next to this totem and within the Boomkin aura, just like always. So here's an interesting play, and you can see I'm okay. Actually, I want to talk about this because I thought this was a good play by me. So I mana shielded, which is a waste of mana, but it prevents me from losing cast time. So then I'm going for the evocate. The reason being is if rocks fall on my head while I'm evocated, I will lose, evocate. There's another time I could have evocated is if I cold snapped my Icy Veins and used Icy Veins for that, but I don't think the timing was right. So I went for the mana shield into the evocate, and you'll see after the evocate's done, immediately I right click it off. Not the best way to get rid of your buffs. I should probably just have a button for that, but I kind of just thought of this on the fly. It wasn't like, it's not like a signature move or anything I do all the time. It's just this fight has a chance. Like, see those rocks that just spawn there? That could have fucked over your evocate, right? And as Arcane Mage, if your evocate gets fucked over, kiss any relevant damage goodbye. So we're just pumping. I'm kind of just looking around, making sure. So like right now, I'm not in range of my Boomkin. And maybe I could make some kind of weak aura that's like, hey, go find your Boomkin, I could be looking around here during the silence. That's kind of a waste. I don't know what I'm looking at. Ground Slam, blink out. You always want to blink out mid-air, because otherwise you're just going to keep flying farther away from the area you want to be, right? Yeah. As soon as you can see I popped the trinket here, even though it's not in Icy Veins, the Violet Eye has a shorter cooldown than your other trinkets. So, am I not using it? I thought I used it. Oh, it just doesn't. Okay, I just hit it kind of slow. That was pretty slow on me. I should have hit that sooner, in my opinion. Maybe I was just trying to make sure I didn't get silenced. Yeah, a lot of this fight is watching the silences, making sure you evocate when after a reverberation has gone out, but before a ground slam is gonna happen, right? Just watching the cooldowns on the right. And, if you have to mana shield to guarantee you get a full evocate, that's worth, in my opinion. You gotta do what you gotta do. Preferably, you would just rather evocate during an Icy Veins. So, yeah, if my guild's kill time was faster here and I had an evocate, or an innervate, sorry, I could fucking Arcane Power, Icy Veins, pump the rest of this boss over. And in the fight at like 1.5, 1.6, maybe 1.3 at least. But alas, my group's damage is I don't know about that. Was that a Fire Blast that I just hit the boss with? I can't really see. I don't know about that one. I couldn't tell if it was a Fire Blast. Fire Blast isn't very efficient damage. Yeah, here I think I fucked the rotation up a little bit when I go Whenever I go I always like, yeah, see, like I've kind of fucked it up there. Like, this is a long cast. I'm Icy Veins right now. I wonder if when you're Icy Veins, you do 4 Frost Bolts into yeah, the timing gets a little weird, huh, when you're Icy Veins. Yeah, here I'm just a Frostbolt gamer, Did a second Arcane Blast for some reason, a third one. Oh, yeah, my potions came back up. Okay. Yeah, so my potions came back up. I got silenced though immediately, which was annoying. But now I can spend the last 6,000 mana on, Arcane Blasting the boss. Unfortunately, he's getting a bunch of partial resist. Super annoying. Either way, I mean, it was... I think it's decent DPS for gruul. Like 1.2, I feel like is pretty good for gruul. Not bad. Especially with how long our kill times are. But maybe I could be doing something to improve. Maybe like less mana spent on blinking out or mana shielding, to be safe. I guess I could be greedy, right? Yeah. So there's gruul. I'm not like a professional TBC mage player, by the way. I haven't really played that much. So if anybody has tips, go for it. Yeah, I think the most interesting point of discussion is whether or not when you're you're like a Frostbolt gamer or if you're a wand gamer. Because you can proc Blessing of Wisdom, or Judgment of Wisdom rather, sorry, on wand hits, and you can roll a 5, versus just doing kind of like efficient DPS with Frostbolt, and even though you have like reduced hit. And then some people think that you should build more hit because you know you're gonna go and because you're gonna be frostbolting. I'm not like a fan of that. Maybe math-wise that would work out to be okay, but that just doesn't sit well with me, you know. So I don't know. Not a fan of that mentality, but they could be right. All right, so I'm gonna fast forward to when we do mag. I think we wipe like once on this fight. Maybe more than once, huh? Oh, okay, we wipe like 2 times. Alright, let's rewind this fight. Alright, here we go. So, I've got all my buffs. I always check religiously every time I make some bandages because some people were like complaining about not getting healed to use bandages. I never use those bandages, by the way. Those are vanilla bandages too, you know, just extra cringe. Alright, so I've got Presence of Mind queued up. Usually Okay, my headset decided to randomly turn off. Anyways, usually I'll precast a flame shield and then sit down and drink for a tick right before the fight starts, just in case an Inferno comes crashing on me so I don't lose casting. Yeah, like that right there, that just happened. That wouldn't have happened if I had precast properly, so that would have saved me like half a second of cast time, right? And we didn't kick a heal, so a channeler just got, and I just got, man. The Shadow Bolt while he's hitting the raid. Our group is so sloppy, man. It's nuts. I'm a click gamer, dude. Here I go. All my cooldowns going off. I think I rip threat here, actually. I do too much DPS. Oh, maybe not. I'm stutter step move there. Yeah, I rip threat. I have to invis. Ice block. Did I, Let me see what happens when I rip threat here. Because I took an 8,000 hit. Oh my god, I was right. You see how it says minus 8,498? That's how much damage I was supposed to take. But I ice blocked like the exact same pixel. I remember this because I was like, that was weird. And I didn't actually end up taking that damage. But if I had been like 0.01 seconds later, I'd be dead. So technically, it showed damage taken, but I didn't actually take the damage. Yeah, I feel like it is what it is. I just can't properly burst in the opener, I guess. I don't know. I got feared there, bad RNG. Oh, another Shadow Bolt volley went out. I'm just getting like knocked back. This is like just not good, right? Heals are going off, but you know, I'm not like in control of how the group does things, and if they're not playing perfectly, then you know, it's what it is, I guess. Got resisted there in Forge. No Curse of Tongues on the ads. Dark Minning went off. Are we sure this is the kill? Like I'm here. Oh, is that just a? Oh yeah, nice. Okay, so this was an Icy Veins evocate. So I believe I decided to cold snap there, and Icy Veins just to make sure I got it off. which now has desynced the cooldowns, but it's okay because I know I'm going to go in this fight anyways. And so cooldowns aren't that important because they just speed up how fast you use your mana. They're not like actually like a DPS increase for the whole fight, right? With one exception though. When the boss does his vulnerability phase and everybody's channeling, using cooldowns during that is insane, as I in this video will show, hopefully. So I think I'll only have maybe Arcane Power for the first one, which is unfortunate. I could have gotten away just doing a normal evocate, but you never know, right? It's like hard to risk it. I guess what would probably be worth is you could Fire Shield into an evocate, and maybe you prevent like some of the loss of it, maybe the whole thing. But it's just like, just a risk, right? Just not losing evocate cast time is rough. Here we go, Blast Nova. Do I hit any cooldowns? No, this is a no cooldown time. Unfortunate. I did Presence of Mind when I actually casted, which was kind of cool. What am I jamming out to? It's copyright music? Can't even hear it. Alright. I am dead ass And Mac there on only 75% HP. Yeah, I mean, we let like what? Like 5 heals go off. Multiple shuttle bolt volleys. Just not a good look, you know? Like this boss should be so much lower. Now it's my turn to click the box. Just kind of waiting patiently nearby. I probably could have been like a little bit up here and then move back, but I saw that rubble pile there and I realized it was going to turn to fire, so I didn't want to like be near it. I probably could have like blinked and still got cast off, you know? So like there's that, but sometimes you just don't want to like fuck things up, you know? I mean, I feel like this game is so easy, you don't have to like min-max your DPS like perfectly. But yeah, that's technically a mistake, right? You know, if you're all about just doing like damage. Okay, so interesting argument to be had here, right? So you'll notice, actually, wait a second. I feel like that was 1 mana gem early. Okay, remember this time. 1 hour, 12 minutes. Let's go back before the fight started. Did I mess up? Oh, would we even be able to tell if I messed up? I can't see how many mana gems I have. I think I went into this fight with only 2 mana gems. Yeah. Oh, here we can see here. It doesn't show stacks on there, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went into it with only 2 stacks on my mana gem instead of 3. So that was a mistake, I think. Or maybe the fight had just been going for so long. What did I say? 112? Yeah, this is good enough. Yeah, where I conjured the mana emerald. So was this 112? And the fight started at like 108? 4 minutes in? Yeah, I definitely only had 2 charges. Okay, so big mistake. So interestingly enough, if you go into this fight with 3 charges, normally you'll need a 4th. But what you can do is you could bring a demonic rune, I think, instead of recasting your mana gem, or you can have a lower rank mana gem. They actually kind of all come out to be the same mana gained. The only difference is you have to cast time the greater rank of mana gem. But the reason why I went for it here is I knew our kill time was going to be so slow that I was probably going to see another mana gem, right? But that's because I fucked up the first one with only 2 charges. So, but you never know. I mean, if you guys are in groups that do such low DPS on Max Aerodon that you have to use 5 charges of mana gem, it's just better to cast mana gem again. You know, you'll get more mana back in the long run. Here I ice block the ceiling collapsing. I could probably have a timer for this, so I'm not just sitting in ice block for a lot longer. you know? Definitely. One of these like blast wave attempts, I do a pretty good job. Maybe it's this one where I pop on my cooldowns. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's this one. I do pretty good damage, I think, right? Oh no, maybe not. I don't know. One of these I did really good damage on during the during when he went vulnerable. Yeah. Now I'm just dead. I still think 1.2k for Max Therodon is pretty good considering how long our kill time was. I mean, God, it was like 8 minutes or some shit, like 9 minutes. It was just forever. From what is this? Like 108 to 115. Yeah, it was like 7 minutes, 8 minutes. So yeah, there's Mac Therodon, guys. I don't know if I mean, there's definitely room for improvement on both fights. But like whenever I go and I'm using all of my mana in a fight, I don't really feel the pressure to have done a better job. But maybe I could be better at wanding. Like I wonder if when he's knocking me around, maybe I could sneak some wand hits in. Maybe that would be the play. Probably wanding is like a skill that I could probably get a lot better at. Right? When I'm like running over to get to my box, maybe I should just be wanding and rule 5ing on the way over there. So because I can always go whenever I want, and I want to have mana to spam Arcane Blast during Blast Wave phase, I probably should be wanding a lot more. So yeah, definitely could be doing that. What else? What else? I don't know. I think I did okay. I'm happy with my performance given how long our fights are and how sloppy our kills are. You know? Like again, I'm not playing like I was in retail, right? Like this isn't me going for literally world rankings, right? Like this is just casual old game, and I'm playing with a bunch of boomers who have families, you know, and kids, dogs, and shit. And they're fun. I like them. They're good people. So just kind of like having that classic experience is really nice, you know. And I would suggest to any of you guys that are playing who aren't trying to super try hard sweat, just go find like a mom and pop guild and suffer through it. It's kind of fun, you know. We try so hard on so many video games all the time, and sometimes it's fun to be the big fish in a small pond, you know. Sometimes. So. Yeah, I don't really know what kind of in-depth analysis people were really hoping for. I feel like maybe I forgot anything that was important. I remember on the private server I used to invis and sneak and go get drinks, and I don't know if that's actually good. And I don't think you can do it on the live servers because it doesn't seem to ever take me out of combat to where I can drink half the time. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Don't really know what else I could be doing. I think that with like more gear and faster kill times, you'd want a destruction pot the blast wave intervals and take advantage of that increased damage, right? I think that would make sense. I think that would be a really good a good thing. Oh yeah, how we play Portal Roulette. So you put a bunch of portals down and you just click it without looking. And of course, I got the worst destination, Exodar. Alright. Anyways, let's go ahead and end it there. Final thoughts. It would be really nice if I got innervates or you know, Shadow Priest, all that stuff. Obviously, there's a million and one ways that my DPS could just skyrocket from other buffs or faster kill times. But as far as like playing in the moment, I think I did okay. As far as gearing, I think I'm doing decently, you know. And that's all that really matters. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. The beginning was really rough. I wasn't like assigned to any kicks. So I think I did throw a kick though, and I prevented one of the heals, but yeah. Okay. I don't know what to say. This is awkward. Thanks for watching. Wait. I'll make it exactly 30 minutes. Right.